Hey, what's going on, everybody? Henry Johnson, back at it again here from Digital Home. Another episode of Super Week in Smart Homes. On today's episode of Super Week in Smart Homes, first we're going to recap something that I spoke about a week and some change ago on LinkedIn. If you're not following me on LinkedIn, check me out. This is my the address, right? This is the link. I also put it in the bio so you guys can check it out. But I do a video every day there just explaining what's happening in smart homes or giving some quick smart home tips. So could be interesting for some of you guys to check out there. So one thing I want to talk about, I think this is the biggest thing that happened in the last 2 weeks because I didn't do Super Week in Smart Homes last week, is that Nest made some big improvements to their smart home ecosystem. So the first thing they did was releasing the Nest doorbell. Then they also released the Nest door lock with Yale locks. So between the two of these, they really start to build a really good ecosystem around the front door, something that they really weren't in at all before. Ring was the leader there completely. This puts Nest in play. Nest also competes with Ecobee on the thermostat level. Then they compete with Ring again on the outdoor cameras. Then they also have nobody that they really compete with when it comes to smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, and such. And then they also, again, compete with Ring around the alarms, the do-it-yourself alarms or smart alarm system. I say all that to say Nest is competing with a lot of people in a lot of areas, but nobody's competing with Nest in all of those areas, which is big. Nest is starting to really build out their smart home ecosystem, and even more so being that they're owned by Google. And from what people are saying, they're doing more to bring those two brands together. Is big because Google has Google Chromecast, has Google Home, obviously Google Mini, and Google Max that come with the Google Home. So really starting to have a full smart home ecosystem. To me, the big things that they're missing now are only lighting and shades, right? There's probably something else that I'm not thinking about, but when I think of it top of my head, and like over the last 2 weeks, that's the main thing. So definitely some big moves by Nest. Other thing I wanted to talk about today was something that could be considered like a competitive product to us, but I think speaks volumes to what's happening, is Verizon just released they call it, IoT help line that essentially, I think it's like $10 a month or $15 a month or $25 a month, that they will help you, walk you through how to install IoT products. I don't think it's a good service. I think that makes no sense, right? Like, if I need help installing an IoT product, why would I want a monthly service on it? Just help me and then let me go, right? I think that we do have a service contract, but I think it brings more value than just like helping you install them the first time. Charge for install, and then we'll sell you a contract after that, which I think makes more sense than a monthly contract for helping you install something and being there if you need help. I think you should be there if I need help either way. But it speaks volumes to what's actually happening, right? Smart homes are becoming a lot bigger. Verizon's getting in. Everybody's getting into play. And it shows that people want help. And that's really what we do. So I love reading stuff like that. And that's all I wanted to say about that. Another thing I want to talk about is Samsung QLED TVs. So I've spoken about the frame TV before, but I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into what Samsung's doing around their TVs because I think it's really interesting. So they have the frame TV, which is, to me, the best TV out there, other than like the LG OLED. OLEDs probably look better, but the frame look better from a picture quality standpoint, but the frame TV looks better from a room design standpoint. But then Samsung adds another level with with their frame TVs and all their QLED TVs, they have something called ambient mode, which essentially you can take a picture of your wall, and then when you turn off the TV, it'll just blend in with the wall based on the picture that you took, which I think is a really cool idea. You can also have it have because Samsung owns smart things, and then they have a Alexa competitor called Bixby. There goes my Alexa.
Which phone number, contact, or device do you want to call?
Alexa, stop. So I think that's huge. So now they're going to put the Samsung Smart Things dashboard you can put on those TVs, and then you can also control it with your voice using Bixby, which I think is really interesting in creating the TV as a hub for that. And Samsung started to bring their ecosystem together. So everybody's really getting into this realm. And like I said, a big reason why I do this show is for me to keep up to date with this. So when you're asking me what to do, I have a very qualified answer because I know what's happening. And then the last thing I want to talk about is something that, Alexa, stop, that most people here watching won't care about, but it's very interesting from our perspective as a integrator, and that is that Snap AV just bought Allnet, which is a distributor of smart home products or home automation products or home technology products, however you want to put it. And this is a really interesting acquisition because Snap AV leads from a customer service standpoint, I think, with that, like this distribution, and this is just going to help them lead that way even more, especially in like the Midwest, being able to deliver products faster in like that 2-day format that Amazon does, 1 day, 2 day that Amazon does, and then continue to roll out their abilities around enabling us as your integrator to provide remote access, remote help, and things like that, which is we currently install a lot of Snap AV products to enable us to do that, and I look forward to seeing what they're going to continue to do in the future with that. So that's all I had for today. Quick episode, as I mentioned on LinkedIn. I'm going to try to make sure these episodes are always under 10 minutes moving forward so that we can upload them to LinkedIn. And that's it for today, guys. Again, as always, you can reach me in the comments. I'd love to chat with you guys. Or you can go to our website, digihm.com, and I can chat with you there. There's a little box with my face on it, and you can click that. It'll come right to my phone, and I can chat with you real time, almost like we're texting. So you guys have a great day, and I'll chat with you soon. Have a good one. Peace.